When Robert saw these stones, he was astonished by their unique shapes. He believed that to have such shapes, these stones must have been subjected to strong natural forces, making them look like bones. Upon further inspection, he concluded that they were the lower thigh bones of a giant human or some large animal. A century later, Professor William Buckland used Robert's findings in his own scientific research. During his studies, William assembled an impressive collection of fossils found around Oxford. Among these fossils were a large jawbone filled with sharp teeth, many vertebrae, some pelvic bones, shoulder bones, and a few bones from the hind limbs. Based on these parts, William deduced that they belonged to a reptilian species, which he named Megalosaurus, meaning great lizard. He also noted that this reptile was up to 12 meters long and heavier than an elephant. Thanks to William's research, humanity began to have the first images of prehistoric life, sparking curiosity among the public. In 1822, Gideon Mantell and his wife Mary Ann, while studying fossils in the English countryside, discovered some peculiar teeth along their usual route. Gideon later found more fossilized teeth and several large bones. Scientists at the time concluded that these teeth were too large for mammals or fish. After years of research, Gideon identified these fossils as belonging to a giant reptile and named it Iguanodon, though he later reconsidered to avoid confusion with iguanas. By 1841, British scientist Richard Owen named these fossils Dinosauria, meaning terrible lizards, emphasizing their terrifying nature even more. But the question remains, why did dinosaurs become extinct? Based on what we know of history and biology, we have two plausible answers. First, they went extinct. Earth has undergone many climate changes and habitat shifts, causing 90% of species to disappear, which is not unusual for this planet. The second answer is more complex. They evolved. Creatures constantly adapt to their environments to gain a competitive edge and ensure their species' survival. Thus, prehistoric dinosaurs may have evolved into modern birds. The idea that dinosaurs still live among us, albeit in a different form, isn't far-fetched. Researchers have found that modern birds evolved from dinosaurs with changes in brain size and skull structure. Following this evolutionary trail, scientists discovered how these mighty lords of the ancient world transformed into birds. A team led by Professor Bart and John Buller at Yale University found crucial changes in the reptilian skull that allowed them to trace the evolutionary path from reptiles to birds. They discovered significant correlations between the frontal and parietal bones of the skull and the brain's growth, highlighting the deep connection between brain development and skull formation. Although we have limited knowledge about the exact nature of this pattern, one key message is clear. The evolution from dinosaurs to birds was much simpler and more elegant than previously thought. This finding marks a significant milestone in understanding the morphological transition from reptiles and dinosaurs to modern birds. Some scholars believe that these evolved dinosaurs chirped rather than roared like monsters. Thus, we have been mistaken all along in saying dinosaurs are extinct. Dinosaurs have always been around us, just in a form vastly different from what we imagined. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.